What is up, my dudes? Wow, you look so happy already to be here. Wow, that look on your face. Hi,
Hi.
Mrs. Flux.
I'm sorry. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
What is up, my dudes? How is everybody tonight? I am here with Mrs. Flux tonight. And yeah, we're doing a local lesbian, which we haven't done in a minute. Oh, the big boy is already here to say hello. But yeah, sorry we're late. Mrs. Flux and I were talking and then didn't realize. I'm like, oh shit, we're like late right now. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? And we have a squid raid right off the bat. What's up, squid raiders? How's everybody doing? What's up, my dudes? Ah, lesbians. Yes. Yes, we are your local lesbians here to talk about stuff and things within our community, within your community, within all the communities, because yeah, why not? Why not? Yes, it's the Fluxes. It's been a minute since we've done a stream. I mean, we've done video game streams together, but we haven't been on stream together in quite a moment. What's up, Kaz? How's it going? But I figure tonight we'll talk about, we have some stuff to talk about or yap on, get our thoughts out there and whatnot. And also, we're currently making our bingo cards, so I did want to show you guys. We are currently in the production of a 2026 bingo card. Let me show you. And we're gonna have it available. Let me pull it up right here. Oh, I hate when it goes funky like that. Boom, boom, and oh, I didn't fix the. Okay, so what? So currently, for our 2026 bingo card, because I'm pretty tired of things not being on the fucking bingo card. For the past at least for the past 5 years, we have all been saying, well, that wasn't on my bingo card for 2020 X year. So I decided I am going to make a bingo card for 2026 because this is what we need. This is what we need. So on the bingo card, we have aliens, Danish spy balloons. That was thanks to Mrs. Flux, which I think is a great addition. Dearborn, Michigan revolt, the South Border Wall collapse, Yellowstone volcanic eruption, which I like, mega earthquake, historic hurricane, terror attack on Disneyland. They released the full Epstein files, which
They're not.
we're never getting those. That's going to be on the bingo card for every of the next years. Every of the next years.
I'm so irritated with all of that.
It's such bullshit. Like, we know for a fact there is a fucking list, and shit is on the list. These files. Oh, also that is wait for it.
Well, it's we're gonna release the files, and then you do your excuse me, your stupid little photo op with the binders, the most transparent administration in history.
Oh, we got Megan Fox in the house. What's up, Megan? How's it going? And B.S. Simon dropping 1 gifted membership. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. If you got that gifted membership, make sure to give B.S. Simon a big ol' thank you, because you didn't even have a choice. You are now a Mocha Dick by force. Welcome to being a Mocha Dick. But no, look, that's also on the 2026 bingo card, is Pam Bondi resigns. That bitch. Man, that Epstein was the biggest blunder in the entire world.
But then they gaslight us and tell us that it's not there.
Well, and now they're saying they're there again.
There's no list.
Now they're saying
it's there.
Now they're saying there is there.
That they can't release everything because it's a national security
Bull
thing.
fucking shit. Bull fucking shit.
Like, how stupid do you think I am?
they think we're very stupid. Do you not remember 2020? They actually have some factual evidence to back up the fact that we as a whole are stupid.
True.
No lies detected. We have global takeover of any variety. Any variety, global takeover on the bingo card. We have OF girl sleeps with 2,000 dudes, because we all know that's coming at some point. 2026, also we find out who killed John O'Keefe. I feel like that'll be on the bingo card for a very long time. And my favorite of the free spaces, Just Dance Vance. I said that weird. Just Dance Vance. Free space. Because that dude is freaking hilarious on Twitter. And I was gonna do like JD Vance owns somebody, but I'm like, he does that every day. Like on Twitter, he's owning somebody, so that's just, he's gonna be our free space. Also on the 2026 bingo card, Laura Owens actually gets pregnant, which
moon landing.
Oh, moon landing. Well, Laura Owens is more funny to me, so that was a higher priority.
She's annoying.
She's annoying as fuck. I've been filling Mrs. Flux in on the current situation, and Mrs. Flux still is in shock. I mean, I feel like every day we are always in shock with something new. I always think there's a limit, and the limit does not exist. The limit of absurdity with that woman does not exist.
So on the next 2026 bingo card is the cancer cure. The cure for cancer.
Yes, because we all know that's around, but we're probably never going to see it because, you know, the government. Also, because this has been talked about for years, will this be the year they finally federally legalize marijuana? So that is on the 2026 bingo card, along with nukes. Also, because I doubt this will ever happen, Nancy Pelosi apologizes to the American people for all of her fucking fuckery. Also, this is probably one of my favorite squares for 2026. Tupac returns. It's gonna happen, man. Tupac's not dead. Also, they make a good Star Wars movie. Doubtful. And then we have a good TV adaptation of a book or video game series, which we are going to talk about Aragon tonight because I really love those books, and I really hope that they come out with a TV show, and I hope it's good because Christopher Paolini, what's his name? Christopher Poloni? What's his name? What's his name?
Paolini.
I was so close. You acted like I wasn't even in the same universe, ho. You acted like I wasn't even in the same universe. I was so close.
No.
Poloni? And I said Paoloni. That is so close. Whatever it is. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm hoping that for once we get... Ooh, we could put that on that will also go on the bingo card.
What?
Jeremy Hales gets arrested because that is something that's never gonna happen, but they keep threatening will happen. I'm just gonna do JH for now. Because that will never happen, but they keep saying it's gonna happen. We also, like I said, we have Pam Bondi resigns. Twitch dies, which that's going to be a good one. We can define woman again. I'm hoping 2026 allows us to be able to define what woman is again. We also have on the bingo card for 2026, the left makes a good meme, which I think that's going to be a good one. I'm hoping that one happens. Greenland becomes a part of the US. Cat world domination. It's gonna happen at some point. Government kills a pet or farm animals. Because, I mean, none of us had ostrich genocide on our bingo card for 2025. And so I'm making sure that some type of government animal murder is on the bingo card, because that happens nearly every year. And then we have Jeremy Hales gets arrested, which I do. We are gonna add more. The thing is to add more until we hit 2026, and then once we hit 2026, the bingo card will be locked in for the year. You can have a couple. I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna save one or two of them and probably print them and put them right here so that I can literally have my bingo cards for the year of 2026. Because I think that would be good. The first movie was good. The first movie of Aragon was good. Kaz?
There was only one movie, and it was.
Yeah, I don't remember the Aragon movie being good. So this 2026 bingo card is all stuff that is most likely impossible, with a slight chance, like a 0.000000001% chance that it'll ever happen, or as the doctors in the state of Georgia would say, point cent. It is 0.00001 cent. Yeah. Percent chance that it would happen. So I'm hoping some of this stuff, like aliens, I kind of hope we get aliens. I feel like aliens will be good. Also, the cure for cancer, that would be a good one. But, so yeah, that's what we're going to be working on our streams for the next month, give or take, until we hit 2026. Let's put that away for now. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Where's the right thing? Oh, there's the right thing. Sorry, I move everything around all the time. Don't get distracted by all the stuff I move around at all times.
Too late.
Because it's always moving at all times.
Too late.
All right. So tonight we did have some things. I do have some topics that I do want to cover that I have thoughts on. I have personal thoughts on that Mrs. Flex and I have discussed. She will give you her thoughts because I do think we have a difference of opinion here. Gay marriage and marriage as a whole.
I mean, I agree with you to a certain extent, but I mean, no, I wound up agreeing with you by the end of it.
That's fair. That's how good I am. She was against me, and turned out she now agrees with me.
That's how good you are.
This is why I need to be a lawyer. So my opinion, and I do want to know your guys' opinion. So put your opinion in the chat on marriage. This is my personal hot take.
And keep it civil. Like, we're all friends here. We're just talking.
We're all talking. We have to communicate. So, my friends, my hot take on marriage is, if you are not religious, you should not get married. Hot take. Gay, straight, I don't care. If you're not religious, you should not participate in a religious ceremony. Now, here's my caveat. The government should not put financial incentives on a religious ceremony, because then it no longer becomes a religious ceremony. In my world, I would have a civil union or a civil partnership, a legal partnership, let's call it a legal partnership, where you would have to go to the government and say, we are creating a family. We want the benefits of being a couple. In which case, you would get all the benefits because that's what's incentivized. Now, marriage can, my biggest example is a bat mitzvah. Why would you want a bat mitzvah? You're not Jewish. Why would you have a quinceañera? Well, that's, like I said, but that's more traditional than religious.
More cultural.
more, but you wouldn't go be baptized in a Greek church just because, hi, like, baptize, like, what? No, that's not how that works.
Well, they would want you to convert first.
They would want you to convert, and then you could be baptized in the Greek church. But it's a religious ceremony. Marriage is a religious ceremony. The only reason it is what it is today is because the government said, hey, if you get married, you're going to have benefit A, B, C, and D. And it's a legal document that allows you to have...
you need for, like, everything.
That you need for everything. And I don't understand. I understand needing a legal document to be like, hey, we're together. We can be on each other's policies or whatever. But marriage is a religious... Marriage is a religious ceremony. And for the government to be involved in religion or to incentivize a religious practice, like, no wonder marriage has failed and is failing and why the, like, divorce rate is so high is because the government is forcing people to practice a religious, like, practice religion in order to obtain a marriage certificate. Why would you make a vow before God if you don't believe in God? It would be like me vowing to Santa Claus to stay with you forever. Okay, Santa Claus doesn't exist. He's not real. That doesn't mean shit to me. So why would somebody who doesn't believe in God vow before God that they would be true to this person? Because if that were true, if people honestly believed I make this vow before God, the divorce rate would be so far less because you are held to a higher power. You are held to a higher standard. Therefore, the divorce rate would go way down because the idea and the concept would not be forced upon you. It'd be something you'd willingly want to practice.
Okay, so here's my question to that. Well, you want to separate marriage from, like, let's call it civil union, correct?
Okay.
Okay, so you separate marriage from civil union, and you are claiming that by doing so, that it will lower divorce rate.
Overall, as a whole, yes.
So are you including civil unions in that divorce rate, or are you making that basis off of marriage divorce rates alone?
I think you could have a separate statistic for, like, couples, because again, I don't think it wouldn't even be a metric on the government stat, because it would be...
Stay focused. Answer my question.
It wouldn't be a statistic. There would be no statistic. You would just have the statistic of civil partnership divorce.
There would, of course. There's statistics for everything.
You don't have statistics do you have statistics of people who have had a bat mitzvah and then later converted to Mormonism?
No.
Because it's
there might be. I don't know. Say no, but
someone somewhere probably did the math on that, but nobody as a whole on a large scale. It's not a priority or something anyone would care about because it's religious stuff. Marriage would go back to being a religious ceremony where you, in front of your family and friends and before God, swear to unify with a person. Mm-hmm. But the main principle is that you are swearing before God. You are vowing before God as a witness, which is supposed to hold you to the highest standard.
Mm-hmm. But again, you were the one that brought up divorce rates, saying that they would be lowered.
I think, but at that point, you would only look at divorce, like, if you were looking at divorce rates as a statistic, marriage wouldn't be a part of that. You would just have civil unions, because marriage would not be a thing technically recognized by the government because it's a religious practice and therefore has no right to recognize or not recognize it, other than not infringing upon it.
I think that people you know, like when they go around and do the census and stuff like that, they could probably like ask those questions.
Well, yeah, they could ask those questions like,
Have you,
I don't know, it's
did you
just
get married?
for me
Did
at
you
that
get
point,
divorced?
it's like, were you baptized? What religion are you? Because again, it's just a religious ceremony. Like marriage, take away all of the government stuff,
But see,
is just a religious ceremony.
I wouldn't even be comfortable with the census people asking me that information, because it'd be like, well, what are you going to use this information for? I have a very suspicious mind.
See, but this is where the controversy lies.
What?
AP says you're using a synonym for marriage. Well, this is why words are important. And this is why I don't think gay marriage was technically a thing that the government could allow or not allow, because it was a religious ceremony. So yes, I think the government can have things like marriage, so it would be synonymous with marriage, but it would not be marriage because marriage itself is a religious ceremony. You know what I'm like?
Because you don't have to get married in a church, right? Like, you can get married at the courthouse, you can get married outside, you can get married at venues, you can get married just about anywhere. Like, it does not have to be in a church.
See, exactly what Megan's saying, though. Everybody should have to get a civil union and then do whatever they want for a religion, for whatever ceremony. But that's exactly what I'm saying. You should have a legal document from the government, not a marriage license, because, again, marriage is between man and a woman, and historically a religious ceremony between a man and a woman where their religion does not believe in same-sex marriage. So I don't believe the government has a right to come in and say your religion has to allow marriage between what it doesn't believe.
Yeah, I don't agree with infringing on religions, like forcing religions to like marry you and I. Like, we discussed this. I would never, ever disrespect a religion like that by walking up into the church when I know that they don't believe in it and they're against it, and I'm just not going to put myself in that situation. Like, I know the answer is going to be no. Yeah. So I'm not going to disrespect them, and I'm not going to disrespect myself. Like, you can have the church. That's fine. By all means. I'll get married somewhere else.
See, and Jeffrey says the government should not incentivize, nor should they demonetize or punish being married. Demonize. See, that's what I'm saying. They should not incentivize getting marriage because marriage is a religious ceremony. And AP says religion is thousands of years older than Christianity, which is why I didn't single out Christianity except for my own That's why I've been saying religion. Because if you look in nearly, what was it, 90, I think it was like, except for Buddhism, which Buddhism is a religion.
Yes.
Yes. Which, in that case, it's not so much God being in the ceremony as just, like, Buddha is a part of the ceremony. Either way, God is in every marriage ceremony.
I looked into it. So there's, like, 2 different sects of Buddhism. So if you follow, like, true Buddhism, they are, like, the monks. Mm-hmm. The ones who never marry. They don't have kids. Mm-hmm. Like, they're basically kind of like, I guess, priests or pastors or whatever.
Yeah.
No, pastors can get married, can't they?
Yeah, pastors can get married.
All right, so like priests.
And yeah.
And then there's like the other form of like Buddhism, where like, at least the way it was explained to me is like, you bend the rules. Like, you follow Buddhism, but like there's some stuff like that you're like,
guidelines.
You're like, that's kind of old and outdated.
But that's why I'm not specifying Christianity. But look back. Marriage throughout history has been a man and a woman before their god or gods having this union. Which, again, it is a religious ceremony. It has always been a religious ceremony. And the government has incentivized this religious ceremony.
I mean, I do agree that the government should not incentivize it because, like, nothing good comes of that, right?
Yeah.
Because I do agree that that has something to do with why divorce rates are so high, but I do not believe that that would make such a significant impact. I do believe, like I said, stop incentivizing it, and yes, it will get better, but I don't think necessarily to the degree that you're hoping. Or that you see.
Well, and again, I think you're seeing two different things, but I want to bring up, AP says, but in some ancient religions, they marry same sex. Cool beans, good for those ancient religions. That doesn't mean the government should be able to come in and force religions to marry people they don't agree with. And
yeah, but if someone gets ordained, right? And then, like, with us, like, she was ordained and, like, we got married. We didn't get married in a church. Is that acceptable to you?
Well, and again, I think if we did not need the benefits of marriage, it's difficult because I do believe in God and I do believe in all of that stuff. So I would want to get married because I do believe that it goes into I'm complicated. My beliefs.
You're not completing sentences.
My beliefs go so deep, y'all. Okay, so then you have to go, for my beliefs to make sense, I have to explain it. I believe, as a follower of Jesus Christ, that yes, as a gay person, you can get to heaven. This is my understanding and my interpretation behind it.
God don't make mistakes.
Well, there is a difference. There is a difference. And again, homosexuality as a term did not exist back then. Homosexuality is a newer term. So anyways, there is a difference, however, between people like Mrs. Flux and I and the people of the June month, if you're catching my meaning. I think they were talking biblically. Yes, I think biblically, I mean, when you look at Sodom and Gomorrah, it was kind of the whole month of June there. It wasn't like...
Okay, but that's not the proper story. That's not that's not the entire story to take from Sodom and Gomorrah.
It's the sexual immorality. It's the sexual degeneracy.
Okay, but...
It was the gross stuff.
Okay, yes, literally, they were vile and disgusting, yes, but wasn't God, like, content to pretty much just leave them as is? It wasn't until the angels came down and that family came and I'm pretty sure he was like his daughters. They were gonna like kill him.
No,
it was all about like and he took the angels in and gave them like safe refuge or whatever.
Yeah, and he offered up his daughters to the angry mob, and they're like, "Nah, we're gonna essentially have our way with strangers," and that's like a huge no-go. You don't have your way with strangers. You welcome strangers hospitably, kindly, and like. It was the whole month of June over in Sodom and Gomorrah.
So we're not gonna
that whole story is
we're gonna glaze over that section of the story, but we're gonna focus on the immoral stuff that these people do all the time.
My point being is, I believe they specifically talk about the sexually immoral. The people of June that go swinging their wieners all over the place, that think it's okay to do whatever they want with whoever. The whole alphabet community. If you are...
The LGBT
if you maintain the sanctity of your marriage and your relationship, if you stay within the marital bounds and you are not sexually immoral and you still live a life following Christ and you don't go doing all the stuff that they were talking about they were doing in Sodom and Gomorrah the whole month of June, I think
mean, I think that...
So, when it comes to marriage, while my beliefs are, I believe God was talking about the sexually immoral in that way, and not necessarily talking about, because they say a man who lies with a man. Well, if you go into certain translations, it translates more like a master with a boy that was not a free boy. And it's talking about, like, masters don't take your boys, which translates more to, like, don't lie with men. Again, this is all translation stuff that can be argued back and forth, but I think the point remains.
Are you talking about Leviticus?
I'm talking about all of it.
Oh.
The point remains, he's talking about the sexually immoral. So I think as long as you stay on a moral high ground sexually, meaning, like, you respect
yourself,
the bond, and you respect yourself and the body, that you are, not of the sexually deviant kind.
That you can get into heaven.
But see, no, that's the thing, AP. We are not the same as the June people. We are not the same as the June people. I do take offense. I'm like,
I take so much offense to that. No.
AP, you really think we're the same as the June people? Like, honestly, with everything who we are, you think we're the same as the June people? Labels maybe, but morally.
No.
Morally.
See, Trump took the TQIA plus off of all federal official stuff. Good. Because they don't belong with us. The LGB are all the letters.
See, AP, you are saying immoral is same sex. But again, that is based off of translation and ancient text. When again, I believe the spirit of it is the June people. The spirit, or like what that text means, and at least what I take from that is the people who are sexually immoral, that they don't respect their own bodies, they don't respect other people's bodies, and they don't respect the personal bounds or even their own bounds. That's what's immoral. See, and Island says it. Sodom and Gomorrah sin, it went way beyond the sexual stuff. It was, they wanted to, like,
they were like deviants. They wanted to murder and
they wanted to, again, have their way with strangers. And again, especially in that old tradition, you welcome strangers and you protect them. You don't disrespect people like that. You don't take their specialness.
Harm them. Do them no harm.
It's yeah. Do it but again, so ultimately I believe that when they say sexual immorality, I think it's the people that don't respect their bodies, and they don't respect sex, and they don't respect anything. And it's the people of June. The people of June doing whatever they want. But it's to each their own. We're all allowed to believe what we want to believe. If that's what you believe, then hey, that's cool. I have a different view of the text, and that's what's good about, having these types of discussions, is you can read the Bible and take away from the text what you understand it to mean. I can read the Bible and I'm going to understand it in a completely different way. And this is why you have Bible studies, so that you can sit and I can show you my perspective, what I think it means, and then you tell me what you think it means, and then we have discussions about it. That's what Bible study is. It's not always agreeing that the text means the same thing to everybody. And I think that's the beauty of freedom of religion. You're allowed to talk about whatever you want here.
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
Yeah, freedom, yeah. Um, the Bible also says we're saved by grace, not by getting all of our exactly. We're only saved because God is good and merciful. That is the only well, and we have to ask. We have to ask for help. We have to say that we need Jesus as our savior. Otherwise, we don't get. And it's so funny to me because again, I grew up in Christianity. And I'm like, why would people not just admit they need Jesus to get into heaven? And my dad was always like, well, because people want to do it themselves. And I'm like, but they can't. And he's always like, well, they think they can. I'm like, well, why do they think that? And he's like, because. But it's one of those things where ultimately we are saved by grace. And it's going to come down to, everybody's own opinions. And that's okay. And my personal opinion is, while I don't believe the government has any place in marriage. I think the government should have its own union, because that's all marriage is these days, especially with prenups. And I had never heard of a prenup before. And then growing up and everything, and I got into the Army and people were talking about prenups, and I'm like, what? And they're like, oh yeah, it's a document you sign before you get married saying if anything happens. I'm like, but that's defeating the purpose. You're supposed to get married and never leave that person. Yes, I understand shit happens. There can be violence. But, let's be real. 9 times out of 10 today, it's because people just don't want to work shit out. They want that instant gratification.
Yeah, and that's the other half of what I think the major problem is with marriage today. Is that in today's society, it's so instant gratification, Amazon, all these Instacart, DoorDash, people never have to leave their homes for anything. And so, something breaks, they'll just buy another one. Amazon's got freaking 20 different buyers with the same product. Doesn't matter.
That's fair.
And so, in an age of just being able to replace things so quickly, it's just, oh, you don't suit me anymore, you're not who I thought you were, or this isn't working out, I don't have butterflies anymore, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And
it's not easy,
and they move on to the next.
I'm sorry, baby, but you're not always easy to live with.
Neither are you.
I love you.
It's okay. But accepting
it gets spicy about once a month here. And once a month, every month. Recently, it's been unfortunate where it's been twice a month. Because it's been offset for some reason. But it's not always easy. It's hard. And today, because I think people don't respect the fact that it is a religious ceremony and a vow before God, people don't respect what that truly means. And so you're not willing to work as hard to fight for it.
Yeah, but there are also people out there who call themselves Christian and have never opened a Bible.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying just because you stand in a garage makes you a car. What? Just because people go to church doesn't make them a Christian. In my opinion.
Because I used to work at Cracker Barrel, and I will say this. On Sundays, them church people are some of the meanest, rudest, most horrible
You were going
people.
to the wrong church.
No. I worked at Cracker Barrel on Sundays after church service.
I know, but
they were some of the meanest, most angriest,
you were seeing the wrong
people.
You were seeing the wrong church people.
They spent up all their niceness at church praying for forgiveness and then forgot everything as soon as they stepped out them church doors.
See, no, those were the wrong church people. Because, the restaurants we would go to after church for, lunch and stuff, they all loved us. We would have one server. Her name was Tina. I miss this bitch. She worked at a place called the Golden Corral. It's not there anymore. I'm not
saying every church person or every church family that came out.
The Golden Corral was so good.
But 9 out of 10 of them.
Any of my SoCalian people from the area of the Orange County. You ever been to the Golden Corral? Does anybody remember the Golden Corral? Replay crew. Do you remember the Golden Corral? It was such a good restaurant. There are so many good restaurants back home that aren't there anymore. Caro's isn't there.
I mean, I think every state can say that. COVID kind of destroyed everything.
Oh, it killed Mexicasa too. It's so sad. There are so many good restaurants from when I was younger that are no longer there. And it's yeah, Caucasian Barrel Sunday crowd is insufferable, Uncle Buck says. So when Mrs. Flux used to work at Cracker Barrel, right? I think it was Tuesdays.
And this was over a decade ago, okay? So like
no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No,
it was a decade.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was over a decade, bro.
No, because
Accepted.
I didn't get out until 2014.
Yes, because I started working at the marina in 2016. No, in 2015, actually.
God.
2014.
It was that long ago?
Yep.
I thought it was just like a couple years ago.
Nope,
It was just a couple years ago.
2014. Golly, 11 years ago. Ugh.
No, it wasn't Golden Corral. I stand correct. Golden Horse. What was that place called? It was Golden
Jumper?
No. It was the Golden Corral, but it wasn't the chain Golden Corral. It was just a standalone restaurant because the West Coast, to my knowledge, in California, there's no Golden Corrals, or there was no like chain.
I don't know.
No, it was called Golden Corral, but it was not a chain Golden Corral. It was a steakhouse that was like just a really good, fairly like just medium, a little less or a little more than cheap, but not expensive steakhouse. Essentially, my family could eat there every so often, and it would not destroy our family's finances.
How many mouths was that?
Well, my 4 siblings, my 3 siblings, including me, is 4. Both my parents, and then typically at least one other friend or somebody with us. And Mexicasa was cheap. Mexicasa was the hole in the wall.
How many paychecks did your parents bring in?
This was back in the late 90s and the early 2000s.
I don't care.
There was 1 paycheck.
And where did you grow up?
In SoCal, Orange County. I'm not saying my family wasn't comfortable.
You guys went out and had steaks.
Okay. My family wasn't.
I don't care that they're $5 steaks. You all went out and had steaks.
Oh. Anyways. Chi-Chi's. I never went to a
Chi-Chi's.
I never heard of Chi-Chi's.
Or that's I've heard people. Don't worry.
I've heard of Chi-Chi's, but I never went to Chi-Chi's. I'm pretty sure that was Mexicasa because Mexicasa was like $2.
That's for us poor people.
For one of those like giant plates of tacos and beans and rice, and you could get like that giant ass plate for like $2.
I miss Chi-Chi's.
What kind of food was it?
It was more like a cross between, pretty sure Mexican and that like a Chili's, Ruby Tuesdays, TGI Fridays kind of vibe.
A TGI, okay. So it was kind of like a little bit of everything?
No.
Because TGI Fridays is a bit of everything, right? It's like Applebee's. Isn't TGI Fridays like an Applebee's? What's up, Let's Go, Brandon? How's it going? I'm pretty sure TGI Fridays is like a Applebee's.
Well, okay, what would you consider that though? Like, what would you classify that restaurant?
Bar food.
Bar
Like
food? No, that's not Chi-Chi's. I mean, Chi-Chi's did have a bar section.
I mean,
sure, but
it's
like,
that is a really weird genre of food because it's like everything. But it's all just mediocre everything.
That was Chi-Chi's.
Just mediocre everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I can understand that. Is Chili's a part of that brand?
Like I said, I would, if I was to describe Chi-Chi's, I would say it's like a Chili's and a Ruby these days.
Island nails it with Americana. That's what style it is. It's just Americana. Yeah.
Yes, TGI Fridays and Applebee's are similar. Yeah, so it's like that genre of food, but
It's the Dollar General of Chili's. Oh, Lord have mercy. But the 80s and 90s were oh man, the 90s were so fun. I miss the 90s. I miss the night. We should make a song.
I miss the colors of the 90s.
I miss the style of the 90s.
Only because you're a lesbian.
What does that have to do with anything?
Plaid
and
denim.
I love denim. I love some denim.
See?
I love me some denim. I need to get a bedazzler so I can bedazzle my denim.
Absolutely not.
I have a denim jacket, and I will wear denim on denim. Don't you tempt me.
She has.
I love denim.
She does.
There's my denim jacket right there.
Yep.
I want to bedazzle it. Ooh, what if I did black bedazzles?
No.
I could put House of Flux on the back.
No.
She won't let me. You know what that means? That means somebody needs to give it to me as a gift so I can have it and wear it.
Is your elbow okay? My God.
Where's my beard? No. I have it and I want to wear it.
No.
It was a gift. I'm allowed to. It was a gift. I'm allowed to wear it.
Megan, tell her to take it off.
I don't think Megan's here anymore. Damn. Ah!
Somebody tell her to take it off.
I'm not going to take it off.
Everybody tell her to take it off.
I'm not going to take it off. Oh, it's crooked. It was a gift, so I'm allowed to keep it.
You're not straight to begin with.
I have a hard time making things straight. Oh, the pet dish. I was telling Mrs. Flex about that before we started the stream because I forgot to make a song about the food dish douchebags. But I told her about it and she's like, oh, we've had problems with them before and it's been irritating. But I have not made the song yet. But damn, 800 restaurants? Jesus. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's... Jeez.
But somebody needs to... I need to tell somebody to send me a bedazzler so I'm allowed to have it. Because if I get it as a gift, I'm allowed to have it and use it. But however, there are certain things I'm not allowed to buy for myself. Like this beard. This was a gift.
Oh, damn. Vice Baby is almost... He's only got...
Oh, yeah, he's only got... Vice Baby is not long for the stream boss world, I can tell you that. Oh, speaking of which, I missed a super chat, and I want to go back and address it. I do apologize. Oh, I missed a couple things.
You know you can hit the button up. Hit the black...
I like scrolling back up just to make sure I don't miss anything else. So, like, I got that one. And I didn't get this one. A Mill with a $2 super chat. I'm so sorry for missing it. For y'all for the heater bill, y'all wearing outside clothes. Man, you want to know how warm it is in our house right now? It's 74. It's 74 in our house. We're just always cold and always wearing... This is our casual wear. Believe it or not, like, even when I'm not streaming, I feel weird without a hat. Like, my head gets cold.
I don't like it.
That's why I'm always wearing a hat. And I think it, in the military for the longest time, we had PCs. You had to wear hats.
God, I love the army beanie, though.
Oh, yeah. The PT beanie.
Oh, it was great. When we were allowed to wear it, it was awesome.
Thank you so much for that $2 super chat. And Billy Aoki with a 30-month member chat. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, my dude. 30 months. Thank you so much for being a mocha dick for 30 months. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But, I forgot what I was talking about. I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember what I was talking about just a second ago. But we shall move on.
HD.
I only have it a lot. It's fine. Only a little bit, a lot. Yeah, because now I'm singing the song. I'm trying to look back in chat to see if I could see what we were talking about, and that's not helpful.
No. We were talking about Chi-Chi's.
Oh, and how cold we were. That's all.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, Thanksgiving here is supposed to only be, it's supposed to be super windy, and it's only supposed to get up to 45 degrees. How cold is it, supposed to be where you guys are at?
Yeah, I'm
not happy about that, believe me. We're hosting this year, so we don't have to go anywhere.
I do have to go out tomorrow morning to the grocery store and get the things that I forgot on Sunday.
Well, yes.
I have to go out to the grocery store tomorrow, guys.
We are not leaving the house Thursday. Well, I especially can't because I'm cooking.
She is cooking.
I'm cooking.
It's definitely... I'm in charge of the potatoes and what else? You're not paying attention.
No, AP just sent a $10.
AP with a $10, and with that, AP becomes our new stream boss. Welcome, stream boss. All hail the new stream boss, AP. AP, thank you so much for the $10 super chat and the stream boss in us. You now have the honor of taking out Connor. And you have to explain that to Vice Baby, that you took him out and you are now the stream boss. Congratulations. But with a $10 super chat, have to clarify some things. I don't think y'all are June folk. Y'all are sane. I was asking your stance on things. I don't believe in God, but there is a creator. It just doesn't care about us. No, I appreciate that. And I do, I appreciate the clarification. And that's the thing. That, like, one of the reasons I don't like telling people I'm a lesbian half the time, it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm a lesbian. It's like,
I'm not afraid.
I don't want people to think I'm one of those gay people where it's like you can't say anything around me.
You can't joke.
Like, I'm gonna be offended at everything and all of that crazy shit. Like, I hate the fact that just by who I'm married to puts me in a certain group. But then I do think about it and I'm like, no, I am not like those people. We are not in that group.
Well, no, we're not.
Just because I'm married to a woman does not make me a June folk. And it's something that, that's something that I'm like, I do it all the time because people are like, you know, in real life when I have to talk, like, I'll be like, my wife. And they're like, what? And I'm like, my wife? And they're like, oh, your wife? And I always, like, half the time, they'll give you a look where it's like, oh. And then
there's a moment of processing for me. Like, I can see it. Like, I'm like, my wife. And they're like, oh,
like they do everything in that moment to make it as normal as possible, but then it's like half the time there have been so many times one of my friends is like, oh, I thought you were gonna be like this, dude, and I was so wrong, and like, you're cool.
I know.
And it's like, I hate that's people's first impression of me just because I'm married to a woman.
Just because
But there have been so many people that are like, oh no, you're so cool. I'm like,
I'm glad that you're just a normal person.
And it's like, yeah, no, I'm a normal person.
Like, yep,
I mean, I'm not normal. I'm weird as fuck. But I'm like the normal weird. I'm not like the weird or the creepy weird or...
You think logically. That's the thing.
I'm the logical weird.
It doesn't necessarily even have to be about being weird. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything, and I mean, some of that stuff should never be at any time or place. But
that's
you
just
don't do that stuff in front of kids. You don't do it out in
you
public.
don't do it in
like,
public.
Yes, and that's the logical thinking of it all. Like, there is no, you literally put yourself on a freaking soapbox and scream, "Look at me," and then when everybody looks at you and not everybody's gonna like you, then you turn around and cry foul. You literally created the problem, and that's what the mafia does, and they are ruining society. Well, yeah, they're ruining society because they keep going after kids, which isn't right.
But we are seeing more regular gay
yes.
people being normalized in spaces, and it's been really nice because, again,
I've been seeing a lot more of the community speak up and basically just be like, "This is crazy. This is out of control. Like, stop."
Also, AP, you've intrigued me because you say you don't believe in God, but there is a creator. What is that in your opinion? Like, that's interesting. Oh, and another $10 super chat from AP. Thank you so much. Specifically because of my 3 medical issues handed to me. Oh, I think he answered the question before I even asked it. Handed to me and never doing a damn thing to deserve them. I couldn't care less about who you love just as long as you are legal age and consensual. Amen. Amen. But I like Mrs. Fox and I have had this conversation about like disease and illness and stuff in regards to God. And I mean, that's a whole other theological
that's a big thing to open.
That is a huge can. And I don't know that is a stream topic, just because, again,
you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings if something you say can be misconstrued. Like, you say it one way and you mean it that way, but that's not always necessary. Like you said earlier, that's not always how your other people are going to see it.
Boiling it down to it, I think there's evil in the world, and that's, yeah. But ultimately, I am curious though as to you think there's a creator, but it's not God. So what would a creator in your mind be? Because, like, in my brain, that's like a giant software engineer, and he's just up there in the sky, like, doing his programming, and we're all, like, just the little lines of code. But then I would also classify that as God.
I mean, maybe it's just left open to interpretation. Like, you don't always necessarily have to think of who the creator is or what the creator is. Just that you can, some people can just accept the fact that there is a creator. Just because of the perfect environment that has been set up, not just for humans, but for life on this planet.
That's fair. It is kind of set up perfectly for human existence.
Well, not just humans, but like every other living thing
for life. It's set up perfectly for life on this planet. Yeah, I can see that.
Is it possible that, I mean, like I said before, young Sheldon said it perfectly. Like, the chances of gravity is set perfectly so that we neither float nor get crushed.
Aliens. I love it.
I mean, that could be the thing too.
Yes,
like, we're a failed test tube experiment from Aliens or whatever, where they were just like, ooh, we met, ooh.
That's fair, AP.
We're gonna leave them there. Yeah, we messed up.
See, I see it as like a giant sandbox, right? And like God set up a giant sandbox for us. He threw some like toys in the sandbox so we can dig them up and find them later. But
make the world lived in, kind of like a D&D.
Oh, what's up, little D? Little D in the house. What's up? But Mrs. Flux and I actually had this conversation this weekend about good and evil and, you know, why evil exists. And it was a lot. Well, that was like a few hours we sat and just talked about it.
I don't remember.
That was Saturday morning, right? Or Sunday morning.
I
Either way, it's nice because, you know, when you finally do find your spouse, your person, you know, you can just sit there and just you two talk for hours about, you know, religion and theories, and it's just nice. Aliens. See, I want to believe in aliens. I want to believe in aliens, but in my opinion, again, this is a conversation Jeff and I had every so often. What I think people think are aliens are angels. Angels or demons. I think they can make themselves look and do stuff. And I think
look and do stuff.
Look how they want and do do special things. So I think aliens are actually just ancient angels. That's my theory. I mean, either way, I would love to see one. I unfortunately have never had any extraterrestrial experience. I'm not saying it can't or doesn't happen. I have not experienced it, and I want to. I want to.
Did.
I know, and I want to.
And I believe my grandfather. Like, he doesn't.
I want to believe. Like I want to believe in the aliens. You guys remember the aliens on January 1st? Was that this year or 2024?
Yeah,
hold on.
So much.
I know like
they just blast us. They do.
See, and this is why we have to do these yearly roundups that I stopped doing that I need to start again.
Well, that's your fault.
I'm pretty sure the Miami.
Don't blame the good people.
I know. I need to blame me. Miami Mall aliens incident. Oh, that was 2024. Okay, so that was last. No, there were no aliens in the mall. Okay, there were aliens in the mall. I want to believe so bad. I want to believe. Take me to your leader. You love how parts of space look like part of the human body, like eyes. Yeah, they can. Like Mrs. Flux has weird specks in her eyes that look like space. Mrs. Flux has pretty eyes.
She's not just saying that. I've heard that from other people.
Yeah, she does have pretty eyes.
Pretty eyes and a pretty smile. That's about
do.
all I got. That's about all I got going for me.
Now you got all the others.
And vicious sarcasm.
Pretty eyes, pretty smile, vicious sarcasm. Yep, that sums you up. We need to go make dinner soon, too.
Yes.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't know.
What do I want for dinner? I don't know. I'm not sure what I want for dinner. Ooh, I know what I want for dinner. Okay. My dudes, this has been interesting. This has been a good conversation. I mean, it was definitely not the normal conversation and not something that people typically like to engage with. So I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out and sharing your own opinions and takes. And we need to get back into doing the local lesbian once a month. And the whole reason I wanted to talk about the gay marriage aspect initially was because what's her name brought it up before the Supreme Court again, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not touching that. Like within 2 seconds, they were like, yeah, no.
I know, they had the community all whipped up.
And that's the thing, everybody was like,
they're gonna take away our rights.
And it's like, guys, really? Kind of like when everybody was up in arms about how that one dude got shot, and everybody was like, oh, it's because he was gay. It's because he was gay. And turns out it wasn't because he was gay. The actor dude.
Oh, Jesse Smollett?
No. The actor that was shot and killed. The guy who played John Rencord in King of the Hill.
Oh.
I can't remember his name. Yeah.
Native American guy.
Yes, they were like, they killed him because he's gay. It was because he's gay and homophobic. And it was like, no, there was actually no evidence of that. That had nothing to do with it. And it's kind of like, it's like, y'all get worked up over nothing. Fucking calm down. You need to calm down. You're being too loud. But food beckons us.
Food.
And yeah, we'll get on these once a month, kind of talk maybe about a couple hot button issues, maybe. And we'll see where we go from there. So my dudes, we will probably be streaming more Project Zomboid this holiday weekend. Probably do some marathons. Project Zomboid marathon. Okay, stop being gay. All right, my dudes. With all of that, make sure to smash that like button for me. I do appreciate it. And subscribe if you are not. And anybody on the replay crew, what's up, my dudes? Love you guys. Thanks for watching. And everybody here, thank you so much for watching. We could do a Discord discussion. I don't know how to do that, but I think you can. There's a possibility. I'll look into that. All right, my dudes.
This is your local lesbian reminding you, don't take your kids to Pride.
Oh my God.
Bye.
All right, my dudes. Again, smash that like button, do all that good stuff. Have an excellent night. I hit the button too soon. I hit the button too soon. And Bad Dazzer became a member. Did I miss it? Bad Dazzer, it said you became a member.
Oh, that was the membership from,
No, because that's Billy Aoki.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the gifted membership from B.S. Simon. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, congratulations. I don't know why it just resurfaced now. But anyways, guys, with all of that, have an excellent night. Be excellent to each other. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.